Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, everybody can hear me clearly, right? Okay. Is the board visible? Yes. Okay. Right. Still joining. Right. Today's seminar is based on the rates, lesson number 22, second term, grade 10. Right. So last day we had a seminar related to LCM of algebraic fractions. So the students who missed it, you can go and watch it in my YouTube channel. I have uploaded it. The complete seminar is there. Right. So today we'll go with rates. Right. So some schools have started this lesson, whereas some schools are still in the first term syllabus. So whatever it is, anyway, you need it to the O-level syllabus, right? So first of all, write down the date and the topic and the lesson unit number. Write down rates, unit 22, and get ready. All right. Now, in this lesson, we have certain things that we have to discuss. Let me show you a small sketch here. First thing we'll be discussing is distance. Let me write it. Distance, time, speed. Questions related to distance, time, and speed. Second thing we'll discuss is distance, time, graphically. We'll discuss distance and time graphically. That means distance time graph. If you are doing science, right? In physics, it's there. Okay. Then the third thing we'll be discussing about liquids, volumes, time, and rate. These things will be discussed in today's session, right? So we'll start the session. Now, don't write down anything. When I'm explaining, don't write down anything, right? So you have to concentrate on the explanation first. I'll give you time to write. Now, first of all, I have to tell you that when we consider the speed and distance, let me take an example. Speed is equal to distance over time. Speed is equal to distance over time. This you have learned when you in science as well, like in the physics part, right? You're learning this one. Okay, wait for another 3 to 4 minutes. Some students are messaging that they have still joining, so just wait for some times. Okay, we can start. Yeah, let me take an example. Look at the board. If we consider 3 people, let me take 3 people. Let's tell ABC, A, B, and C. Now, we'll say a person named A, right? A person, he took 8 seconds to run a distance of 40 meter. A distance of 40 meter is covered by a person A in 8 seconds. Okay. Then the next person took 6 seconds to cover a distance of 30 meters. All right. And the next person, he took, let's say, 10 seconds to cover a distance of 40 meters. Now, 3 people, 3 different distance and 3 different times. Now, this is related with distance and time. Listen carefully, right? Now, we are going to find who ran more speed. Is it A, B, or C? The speed of which person is the highest, or we can say the most speed, right? So we'll find the equation I'm going to use here is speed equal distance over time. So when I take for the A person, speed is equal to distance covered 40 meters, the time 8 seconds. So the speed will be 40 divided by 8, 5 meters per second. Meter per second. When seconds come to the numerator, it becomes per second. So this person's speed is 5 meters per second. The B person, we can find speed equal, distance is 30 meters, the seconds is 6 seconds. So we can say it is 30 divided by 6, you can see again 5 meters per second. For C person, the speed is equal to the distance 40 meters divided by 10 seconds. So we can get 4 meters per second. Now what can you see here? 5 meters per second, 5 meters per second, and here 4 meters per second. Now you can see that these two are similar. The speed of these two people are similar. But can you see their distance and the time taken are different? So we can say person A and person B have taken the same time. And this person who ran with the less speed is the C person. So you can see he has taken 10 seconds and a distance of 40 meters. So this is how we can compare the speed of any like you can say two people or two motor vehicles. It can come to two trains. Like that you can compare using the equation of speed equal distance over time. So first of all, write the topic rates and take the first subtopic as speed. Take the first subtopic as speed. Speed. Right. And write down example number 1. Example number 1. Write down. Calculate the speed of the following three people named A, B, and C, took to cover the following distance, took to cover the following distance, took to cover the following distance in the given time, took to cover the following distance in the given time. Right. Now, copy down this one. This is the question, this is the working, and this equation, you have to write it a little bigger. Speed equal distance or time, write it a little bigger, the equation. I'll give you the definition for speed after this. Okay, right. Time over. Now we'll go to the next one. Now write down this. I'm clearing the board. Right. Now look at the board. Speed equal distance over time. Most of the time you will get distance in meters. Time in seconds. Most of the time. Not every time, most of the time. So this is the equation. I can write ms minus 1. But sometimes you can get even in kilometers per hour. That means kilometer and hour. So you can get kilometers per hour, right? Now, what is this distance mean? Speed means. What is the term speed means? Speed means the distance traveled in a unit time. Distance traveled in a unit time. This is called as the speed, right? So there are two terms, speed and uniform speed. Uniform speed means distance traveled by a certain moving object when the time is constant. When the time is constant, and if a moving object is going, then we call it as the uniform speed. But here the speed means distance traveled at a unit time. So we have to write the definition for speed and uniform speed. First of all, copy down this one and copy down the units, meters per second and kilometers per hour. This is very important. You can get questions in your O-level papers, in your term test papers, model papers, to convert meters per second to kilometers per hour, or to compare units, meters per second and kilometers per hour. Copy down this. Okay. Now write down like this. Star mark. First star mark, speed. Right below that, distance traveled by a moving object. Distance traveled by a moving object distance traveled by a moving object in a unit time. In a unit time. Then write the second star mark. The first asterisk is about speed. Definition is, again I'll repeat it, distance traveled by a moving object at a unit time, in a unit time. Right? Then put your second asterisk and write uniform speed. Uniform speed. So I'm going to give you the definition for uniform speed. Write down. The distance traveled by the distance traveled by the distance traveled by a moving object, a moving object, a moving object per unit time, per unit time, per unit time, per unit time is constant, is constant. When the speed is constant, we call it as uniform speed. When the speed is constant, we call it as uniform speed. Not the time, sorry. Write down, I'll read it again, check it. The distance traveled by a moving object per unit time is constant. Now the definitions are over. Okay. Right. Now we'll go to few questions. I'm going to give you around 3 to 4 questions, right? You have to find the relevant speed. Write down question number 1. Write down question number 1. Write down motorcycle is motorcycle is motorcycle is no a motorcycle travels a motorcycle travels a motorcycle travels 150 meters within 10 seconds. 150 meters within 10 seconds. Find its speed. A motorcycle travels 150 meters within 10 seconds. Find its speed. Don't write the answer now. Question number 2. A plane travels. Okay, I'll repeat the previous question again. Listen carefully and write down. A motorcycle travels 150 meters within 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds. Find its speed. Find its speed. Next question, write down. A plane travels 240 meters. A plane travels 240 meters. A plane travels 240 meters within 8 seconds. Within 8 seconds. Find its speed. Find its speed. Don't write the answers now. Next question. Speed of a vehicle is, speed of a vehicle is, question number 3. Speed of a vehicle is, question number 3, speed of a vehicle is 32 meters per second. 32 meters per second. Find the distance traveled by, find the distance traveled by 12 seconds. Find the distance traveled by 12 seconds. Question number 4. Question number 4. Speed of a vehicle is 50 meters per second. Is 50 meters per second. Find the time taken to travel. Find the time taken to travel 540 meters. 540 meters. Find the time taken to travel 540 meters. Find the time taken to travel 540 meters. Now start doing. Okay, you want me to repeat some questions. Which question? Second question, first question. First question is, a motorcycle travels 150 meters within 10 seconds. A motorcycle travels 150 meters within 10 seconds. Find its speed. Second question is, a plane travels 240 meters within 8 seconds. Find its speed. 240 meters within 8 seconds. Find its speed. Do the questions quickly. Quickly do it, right? Mm, right. Now we'll see. Look at the question number 1. It says distance. This is how you had to write the data. 240 meter, time is equal to 8 seconds. So speed is equal to distance over time. You can see 240 meters over 8 seconds. Now you can find the answer, that is 30 meters per second should be written. Second question, it is given speed of the vehicle. Is it? No, wait, I did mistake, I guess. This is the second question. Sorry, this is the second question. First question is motor vehicle. Speed is equal to 150 meters divided by 10 seconds. You get 15 meters per second, right? Third question, speed is given. Speed is given. That is 32 meters per second. And the distance is, how much did I give? Distance should be found. Time was given 12 seconds. Now you should know the lesson formula. Okay, formula lesson. In the formula lesson, we are teaching you to make the subject. So formula seminar also will be coming soon, the next free seminar. Now listen how to make the subject. Keep D here. This is 12 seconds. You have to remove this one. So this is denominator below. So if it is below, you have to carry it to this side by multiplication. Even in the equations lesson, you are learning this one. So distance is equal to how much? 384 meters. 384 meters. Can you understand? Fourth one. In the fourth one, speed is given 50 meters per second. Then distance, speed of a vehicle is 50. Distance is 540 meters. Time taken should be found. So first of all, we'll write the equation. Then make T the subject. T the subject means carry T to the front side. S you have to carry to the below. That means divide. Now you get, this is the equation. So the distance is 540 meters. Speed is 50 meters per second. So this is meters. Meters cancel. 0, 0 cancel. 54 divided by 5. Now you know that 54 is not divisible by 5. You will get a decimal value 10.8 and per second will come up. It will become seconds. Answer comes in seconds. Raise your hand if anybody didn't understand. If anybody didn't understand, send me in the chat box which question you didn't understand. I'll give you 1 minute. Quickly send it. Mahis, which question is not clear for you? Send me the question number. Okay, you need last question. One person need the last question and the third question. All right. Third one. Right. Let me erase this now. Now listen carefully. Third question is speed of a vehicle. Look at the board. Speed of a vehicle is 32 meters per second. Find the distance traveled by 12 seconds. Distance we don't know. Time 12 seconds. Now equation is speed equal distance over time. We need distance as the subject. When we need distance as the subject, you can carry the time to the other side. T letter we are taking to the other side by multiplication. Why are we multiplying? Because it's a division. T is below the division. Now you can cancel T and you get T into S here, then D here. But still D has become the subject now. Now D is the subject. So to find D, you have to multiply T and S. T means 12 seconds. S is 32 meters per second. Okay. Now second and per second get cancelled. 12 into 32, you get the answer 384 and answer comes in meter. Is the question clear now? Is the question clear now? Yes. Now let's go to the fourth question. In the fourth question also it's saying something like that. Look at the board. Speed of a vehicle is 50 meters per second. Time taken to travel, you have to find. Then a distance is 540 meters. Now, first of all, I'll write the equation speed equal distance over time. We need T as the subject. That means you have to carry the T to the other side. If you need to carry T to the other side, you have to multiply T by both the sides. Then only you can remove the T from this side. Now, T into S equal D. We need T as the subject. Now, S should be removed. This is a multiplication. Then if you are removing, it's a division. Now S and S cancel. T is equal to D over S. Distance is 540 meters. Speed is 50 meters per second. Meters cancel. 0, 0 cancel. 54 divided by 5. How much is it? 5. Yeah, is correct. Ne? Yeah. 54 divided by 5 comes. Yeah. Earlier I gave a wrong answer, I guess. Yeah, no, it's correct. 10 point. 10.8 is correct. Yeah, 10.8. The previous answer is correct. 10.8 seconds. Why some are sending something? Yeah, 10 point. Sabi, I didn't get you. What do you mean? 1.8 means 10.8 seconds. Okay, 10.8 seconds. Okay, yeah. Sabi, what I trying to ask? I didn't get your question clearly. Something 1.8. Yeah. Okay, 10.8. Yes, correct. Right. Others, the one who asked the question, is it clear for you now? Right. Now write down the next topic, conversion of units. Conversion of units. So I remember today I did a question in 2019 O-level paper for the O-level batch students in the paper class. In there, they had to convert a certain thing. So I think it's very important. Conversion part is important. So let me write down now, write the topic, conversion of units. So you are getting questions related to meters per seconds and kilometers per hour. Sometimes you get to compare the speed, sometimes you get to convert the speed likewise. Now look at the board. If I had given any units, meters per seconds, to be converted to kilometers per hour, remember what you have to do is you have to just multiply meters per second by 18 over 5. Remember that. Now, for my students, I have already taught them to maintain a concept book. Your concept book consists of all the short notes of maths lesson, all the formulas, all the necessary equations, all the theorems, all new concepts, new equations that we are forming, the difficult parts, like that. Everything is included in the concept book. So in that concept book, this should be included, right? This is an important note for the concept of the lesson, right? So box it a bit of, have boxing that. Now let me tell how to convert kilometers per hour to meters per second. Then you have to do the converse process, that is multiply by 5 over 18. Box that also. Now I'll give an example. Try to do it. Okay, try to do it. Not example, let's say question. Convert these into the relevant given units. Okay, do these 4 questions. I told you to do this one. Convert these things to these units using this knowledge. Very good. If you are done, raise your hand. Okay, there's a question. How do we know it's 18 over 5 and 5 over 18? Okay, it's a good question. Let me tell you how. It's like this only. Now, If you are converting kilometers per hour to meters per second, that means kilometer over hour. Kilometer means in meters, 1000 meters. Hour means in seconds, 60 into 60. 60 minutes, 60 seconds. So when you solve this one, you are getting 10 over 36. 10 over 36 can be simplified as 5 over 18. That's how you are getting that one. Now we'll go to the answers. Right, look at this one. 72 kilometers per hour, you are converting into meters per second. So what you have to do? 72 into 5 over 18. When you are converting kilometer per hour to meters per second, you multiply by 5 over 18. When you solve this, you can cancel this from 3 times table and then multiply. You are getting 20 meters per second. 20 meters per second. Second one's answer. What is it? You can take it as 118 to 5 over 18. Now 18 times 1, 18 times 10. 50 meters per second. But here, be careful. You should multiply by 18 over 5. 40 into 18 over 5. So 5 times 8 is 40. So 8 into 18, you will get 144 kilometers per hour. Can you understand? And the last one, 70 meters per second should be converted to kilometers per hour. Right. Let's take this answer from one of y'all. Shaskrit, can you tell me what is the answer for 70 meters per second when you convert to kilometers per hour? Yes, again repeat it.
252.
Very good. 252 kilometers per hour. Right. Do you have any doubts in these questions? Quick, tell me, do you have any doubts in these questions? If you have, raise your hand. Okay. Now we'll go to compare. We are going to compare the speed. This is how you are getting questions to your papers. You are getting to compare. Write down the topic, comparing speeds of vehicles. Comparing speeds of vehicles. Comparing speeds of vehicles. So up to now, nothing is hard, right? Don't keep anything difficult and move. If anything is difficult, you have to clear your doubt and move on. Now don't write down anything, listen carefully. I'm taking two vehicles. Let's tell vehicle A and vehicle B. Vehicle A will take it as 35 meters per second speed. Topic is comparing speeds of vehicles. Comparing speeds of vehicles. 35 meters per second and 50 kilometers per hour. Now see, I have taken two different speeds with two different units. My question is, which speed is higher? Which speed is higher? Now we are going to see that. We have to compare. If you want to compare, we have to convert both into the same units. Either convert this into kilometers per hour or convert kilometers per hour into meters per second. So let me convert this one into kilometers per hour. 35 meters per second, I'm going to convert into kilometers per hour. So I taught you that if you are converting meters per second to kilometers per hour, but you have to multiply from 18 over 5. Now 35 into 18 over 5. Very good, Sabana. Now you can see 7 into 18 comes. That means 126 kilometers per hour. Why 7? 5 times 1, 5 times 7. This is the value in kilometers per hour. So if you compare 126 and 50, what is greater? 126 is greater. So therefore, you can say vehicle A travels speed or faster. Can you understand how to compare now? Is that clear for you up to this point? Is everything clear? Copy down the note if everything is clear. Raise your hand if you have doubt.
Miss, can you explain this once more?
Okay. Now there are two vehicles traveling in two different speeds in two different units. Vehicle A travels in 35 meters per second. Vehicle B travels in 50 kilometers per hour. So you have to compare them. So you can convert meters per second to kilometers per hour or kilometers per hour to meters per second. So what I'm going to do is I'm converting meters per second to kilometers per hour. That is 35 meters per second is being converted to kilometers per hour. So I taught you in the concept that if you want to convert meters per second to kilometers per hour, you have to multiply by 18 over 5. So I have multiplied 35 into 18 over 5, and 35 and 5 are divisible. So you get 7. 7 multiplied by 18, you get 126 kilometers per hour. Now you can see if you compare 126 and 50, 126 is greater. So in simple terms, vehicle A is traveling more faster than the vehicle B. Clear?
Yes.
Right. Now I'm going to give you a different question. You have to do it. It's a challenge for you. Let's see how many of you all can do the question. Right. Write the question.
Teacher, can you give just 1 minute to
Okay. So like that, ask me, right? If you want time or if you want me to get slower, just ask me. Don't get panic and all.
Done, teacher.
Okay. Now write down. Speed of a motorcycle is 36 kilometers per hour, right, in units, okay? 36 kilometers per hour. Full stop. Find the distance traveled for 12 seconds. Find the distance traveled for 12 seconds. So I'm not going to guide you here. You think and you do it. I'll give you 4 minutes of a time. Okay, most of them are done. So we'll go to the discussion. Now I told you the speed is 36 kilometers per hour. First of all, I'm writing all the given data on the top. Distance travel for 12 seconds. Time is 12 seconds. Distance unknown. So first of all, they're asking in seconds. They have given the time in seconds. I have hours here. So I had to convert this into meters per second. So first of all, I'm converting 36 kilometers per hour into meters per second. That means I have to multiply by 5 over 18. One thing, children, don't try to remember both. 5 over 18 and 18 over 5, don't try to remember both. Then it will confuse you. Try to remember one. If you are converting kilometers per hour to meters per second, you have to multiply by 5 over 18. Remember that only. Now you will get, when you simplify this, 10 meters per second. This is the speed. Now we are taking the equation, distance over time. Speed is 10 meters per second. Distance is unknown. Time is 12 seconds. Therefore, distance is equal to, you have to multiply these two. 10 meters per second into 12 seconds. Second and per second cancel, 120 meters. Raise your hand if you didn't understand the question. Most of them have got the answer correct. But why 432 kilometers for some people have come? They might have taken the distance directly without converting. That's the issue. Right. Safia, you couldn't understand. Right. Listen carefully. What is the part you didn't understand? Can you tell me? It would be easy for me then to explain. Which part was unclear for you? Converting part or what? This one or? Very good, Kaisha. Okay, I'll explain again. They have given in kilometers per hour. Time 12 seconds. You have to find the distance taken. But seconds here and hours here, we can't deal. We want everything in one unit. Okay. Now, in the first part, we have to convert this into meters per second. So you understood that one. Right. In this part, this is related to the lesson formula also. Okay, so I'll be doing the formula seminar in coming, like, I don't remember the exact date, but it's coming soon, I guess 15th. I'm not sure, 15th, I guess. So in that, I'll teach you subjecting. In this one, we need distance as the subject. Distance we need as a subject means, how can you make it? You have to remove this T letter for this side. You have to keep D alone. To keep D alone, this is a division. If you want to remove T, if there is a division, you have to multiply from both the sides. Then T and T cancels. Now D is alone. So when D is alone, you have to multiply speed and time. Speed and time. Then you are getting the final answer, 120. Is that clear for you, Safia? We'll do another question. Is it clear for you? I want everybody to understand the lesson. If not, no point, right? I know it's a free seminar, so I can't just rush out considering it as a free seminar, right? So you have to tell me if anything is not clear for you, right? Now write down the next question. A train takes 11 seconds to, a train takes 11 seconds to a train takes 11 seconds to pass the street light post. To pass the street light post. With a speed, okay, again, I'll repeat the question. A train takes 11 seconds to pass a street light post with a speed 72 kilometers per hour. With a speed 72 kilometers per hour. And it takes and it takes 29 seconds to 29 seconds to and it takes 29 seconds to pass a bridge. To pass a bridge. Understand the question very well, okay? Find the length of the bridge. Find the length of the bridge. It's a very challenging question. It's a very challenging question. But we'll see whether how many of you all can do it. Raise your hand when you're done the work. Okay, the ones who couldn't join the free seminar related to LCM of algebraic expression, it is uploaded in the YouTube. You can see LCM and other videos are also there related to fractions, perimeter, and some other videos related to history. So let me take the grade 10 one, grade 10 maths. These videos are available. Area and perimeter classified past paper questions, 10 years of classified past paper questions. Some videos are under the payment method, so it won't be visible to you. But some are public, so you can watch them as well. Right? These logarithms and all, under the payment method, you can text me and know the payments. And then you can buy the videos, right? So congruency, all the cases are uploaded. RHS, SAS, SSS, AAS, everything is there. Algebraic fractions. So lessons are there, right? So you can get them as well. So please subscribe and keep. So once I upload, you get the notification, right? So if you miss the seminars also, though you cannot contact me, still you can get the videos, right? That's what I want to say. Okay, most of them are done with the question. So shall we go to the question now? Right, it says a train takes 11 seconds to pass a street light post with speed 72 kilometers per hour. Now, did you notice something? Time is given in 11 seconds. Speed is given in kilometers per hour. Now, first of all, I had to convert this one. 72 kilometers per hour, if I want to convert to meters per second. So I had to multiply by 5/18. So when I simplify this, 18 times 1, 9, 18 times 4. So I'm getting 4, no, here 20 comes. If I simplify this, what do I get? 2 times, like what we can simplify this by 9 times table. 9 times 2 and 9 times what is 72? 8. Now 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 into 5, you get 20 meters per second. Now they told that it takes 29 seconds to pass a bridge. You have to find the length of the bridge. That means distance. So speed equal distance over time, right? So speed we found, that is 20 meters per second. And distance, wait a second, we'll write it detailedly. Speed 20 meters per second. Okay, distance we should find, but the time is a problem here because it says 29 seconds to pass the bridge. Okay, from that 29 second, 11 seconds were for the lamp post, not the whole time for bridge. You have to understand that. If not, they don't want to give this name. 11 seconds was taken to pass the street light. They are telling 29 seconds they took to pass the whole bridge and go now. So that means the time taken to pass only the bridge was 29 seconds minus the time taken to pass the lamp post. You have to understand this point. If you had directly taken 29 or directly taken 11, then you are going wrong. So only to pass the bridge, they have taken 18 seconds. To pass the lamp post, including that, only 29 seconds. Now you can find easily speed equal distance over time. First of all, make distance as the subject of your formula. How to make the subject? You have to remove the t letter. T is below, then division. If it is division, you have to multiply from both the sides. T multiplied by S equal d over t multiplied by t. Now t and t cancels. D is equal to t multiplied by S. So the time is, we found 18 seconds. Speed we found 20 meters per second. So then you are getting the answer. 2 times 18 is 36 and 360 meters is the length of the train. You can write down length of the train is 360 meters. Raise your hand if you got this answer correctly. 360 meters. Very good. There are people who got this answer. Great. That's really a good achievement. You have done it well. Others also keep on trying. Now it's the first question. It's okay. When we are doing exercise, we'll come up with these questions. At that time, you keep trying. So we have one more topic to discuss before we go to the questions on the exercise. After that, we can discuss 22.1. How you got 20 meters per second. 20 meters per second. We got it from here because it says 72 kilometers per hour. You have to convert. Converting kilometer per hour to meters per second by multiplying 5 over 18. 72 and 18, I took it by simplification. 18 divided by 9 is 2. 72 divided by 9 is 8. 8 into 5, 40. 40 divided by 2, 20. That's how you got 20 meters per second. Is that clear? Now we'll go to the next topic. Write down. Don't worry, we can do more questions. We'll do questions from exercise also. There you can practice, okay? Since you did only one question, it might be confusing, but we can. Write down the next topic, average speed. Average speed. Average speed. Now, what is this average speed? Let's see. Average speed. Average speed is the total distance you have to divide by the total time taken. It's a different one. Okay, it's not like speed equal distance divided by time. It's like average speed is equal to total distance divided by what? the total time taken. So write this equation below the topic and box it. We are going to do problem. Now this rates lesson is very easy because everything is having an equation. Speed equal distance divided by time. Average speed is total distance over total time. When it comes for volume, you have a different equation. For rates, you have a different when equations are known, you can solve the problems. So we'll do a question, then you will understand. First, we'll do some questions with speed. Then we can slowly come to average speed. Take your exercise 22.1. Now look at the first question. Calculate the speed of an aircraft which flies 1200 kilometers in 4 hours with a uniform speed. 1200 kilometers in 4 hours. What will be the speed of that aircraft? Look at the board. Question number 1. First of all, write the equation. Speed equal distance over time. They are asking to calculate the distance, speed. So we don't want to make any subject. Already S is the subject of the formula. Distance they have given in kilometers, 1200. And the time is given in hours. So we don't want to do any conversion also. We can get the answer in kilometers per hour. This is divisible. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 2 zeros are there. Right? Now you get the answer. Kilometers, hour comes up and you get per hour. Can you understand this one? First one. Can you do the second one alone now? I helped you with the first one. Can you do the second one and send the answers? Let's see how many of you can do this correctly. Second one. Once you're done, raise your hand. Oh my God. I'm getting wrong answers also I'm getting. That's really shocking. Second question, page number 47, exercise 22.1. Why are you sending wrong answers? I don't know why. Just read the question carefully. They are asking to find the speed in kilometers per hour. I am getting all the answers in meters per second. Don't be careless. Very good. Raise your hand if you're done. Ifana, very good, correct. Fatima, where did you drop the zero? See below the chair or the table? Okay, yeah, Fatima is correct. And Sabana is correct. Rifana is wrong. Rifana, I think you're having your dinner now with a piece of egg in your plate. and you have placed the egg near the answer. So I think what you understand what I'm saying. Converting parts, Sabiha, it's very easy. Very, very easy. Don't try to make it complicated. If you are converting kilometers per hours to meters per second, you have to multiply by 5/18. Sorry, if you're converting kilometers, yeah. If you're converting kilometers per hour to meters per second, 5/18. Remember that. That's all. Now we'll go to the question. Second question says a child runs 200 meters. Distance is 200 meters in 40 seconds. Time is 40 seconds. Find the speed in kilometers per hour. Okay, let's see. Amara is crying whether her answer is correct. Yes, it's correct. Very good. And Shafoni, your one also wrong, just like Rifana's one. Listen here. What is the mistake you are doing? First of all, speed should be found in kilometers per hour. That means we'll find in meters per second. Speed is equal to distance over time. Distance is 200 meters. Time is 40 seconds. Can you understand? Now I cancel 0 to 0. Okay, 20 divided by 4, you are getting 5 meters per second. But this is not the answer because they have asked to convert it to kilometer per hour. If you are converting meters per seconds to kilometers per hour, you have to multiply by 18/5. Now, this is the meters per second, 5 meters per second. This one you are converting to kilometers per hour, then you multiply by 18/5. Now you are getting the answer directly, 18 kilometers per hour. So how did you get 180? How did you get 1,800? Luckily, you didn't get 1,800,000 or something. Very good. The ones who did, good. The ones who didn't do, you're very careless. Try to do the next question correctly because you have just put 1 or 2 zeros. It's very careless. Right, now go to the third question. It's a comparison. Very good, Sabiha. Do the third question correctly. You have to read it twice and understand. I challenge you the question. Now this question at like around 3 to 4 people did it. So let's see how many will do the next one. Okay. We'll go to that question. On a certain day, question number 3, page number 47, exercise 22.1. On a certain day, an electric train moving at a uniform speed took 6 hours to travel a distance of 300 kilometers. First of all, write the data. Even me being a teacher, I still write the data. That's what my teachers taught me, right? What is the thing they have told? Right. Time. Okay, I'll take first day, day 1. Day 1. Time 6 hours. Distance 300. Speed unknown. So first of all, I'll find that one. Speed equal distance over time. 300 kilometers divided by 6 hours. I don't want to convert anything. I can get the answer in kilometer per hour. 300 divided by 6 means you are getting 50 kilometers per hour. This is the first day speed. Day 2. What is it say? Now I am reading the question. On another day, the train took 8 hours. Time I got a call. Time equal 8 hours and to the same distance. Distance is equal to 300 kilometers. When you do the question like this, you don't miss anything. Now we'll find the speed. Speed equal distance over time. 300 kilometers. Please write the units, okay? 8 hours. Now 300 divided by 8, you will get decimal answer. 24, then 3. Then balance 7 you get. Another 5 goes then. 5, 37.5 kilometers per hour. Now read the question. Find the difference between the speeds at which the train traveled during the days. So what is the difference? Difference means what should you do? Subtract. Subtract both of them. 50 minus 37.5 kilometers per hour. Do you have a problem with subtraction of decimals? Then look at here. 50. It's a whole number. Decimal point and the zeros are behind. 37.5. No number. Now 0. Here you have to carry. If you carry, this becomes 10. From the 10 you carry, this becomes 10 and this becomes 9. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7, you get 2. And 5 gave 1, so 4 minus 3 is 1. What's the answer? 12.5 kilometers per hour. Raise your hand if you didn't understand the question. Very good. Rifana Shaskrit has got the answer. Excellent. Right. Copy down if you have not done and go to the 4th question. Go to the 4th question. It's very easy. Go to the 4th question. Do page number 47, question number 4, and send the answer. Copy down this one correctly. Shaskrit, very good. Your answer is correct for the 4th one. Yes, Kanza, check your unit. Twiska, try again. Rifana, correct. Himashi, correct. Very good, excellent. Right. The question is, how long will it take an aircraft which travels at a uniform speed of 300 kilometers per hour to fly 4,500 kilometers? Speed is given, distance is given, time should be found. Equation is speed equal distance over time. Speed is equal to 300 kilometers per hour. Distance is equal to 4,500 kilometers. I have to make T letter as the subject of the formula. This is below. To take it up, we have to multiply. T into S, D over T into T. T and T cancel. Now, still T is not the subject. You get T into S is D. To remove S, you have to divide both the sides. Then you are getting D over S. Now, distance is 4,500 kilometers. Speed is 300 kilometers per hour. Kilometer and kilometer cancels. 0, 0, 0, 0. 45 divided by 3, you are getting 15. Per hour, when it comes to the top, it becomes hour. Amara, what was your problem? In this question, what was your problem? Making the subject or which one? Converting? But we don't want to convert anything here because the time is found in hours. They have not asked to do in meters per second. So don't try to convert. Read the question and understand, okay? Right. Now go to the question number 5. Yeah, now it's clear. Great. Question number 5, there is a conversion. Now show your talents there. Find the distance in meters. They're trying to find the distance in meters. That a car which travels at a uniform speed, 48 kilometers per hour. Speed is given in kilometers per hour. During 30 seconds. Time is given in seconds. Now you have to convert to meters per second. Yes, I said to do question number 5. Okay, I got one answer, but that's a very little mistake, Rifana. Check it. Very little mistake. Very good, Shaskrip. Answer is correct. I'll give you 2 minutes more because now itself it's 9. I had to finish by 9:30. I don't think it's able. We will have to have another session. Lesson is a little bit longer. It's okay. I don't want to rush. No, Rifana, it's again wrong. Look at the question. Find the distance in meters that a car which travels at a uniform speed. Look at the board. Speed is 48 kilometers per hour. Time is 30 seconds. Distance unknown. Okay. Convert the speed to meters per second. 48 convert to meters per second. Then you have to, what should you do? You have to multiply by what? Can anybody tell me? Ashfa, tell me. By what should you multiply? 5 over 18 or 18 over 5? If you need to
5
convert
over
yeah, very good. 5 over 18. Now I'm converting, multiplying and converting. Now let's do this simplification properly. 2 times table, 2 times 24, 2 times 9. 24 and 9 are divisible by 3 times table. 9, 3 times 3 and 3 times 8. 8 into 5 is 40. 40 over 3 meters per second. I don't like decimals, so I'll take in fractions. For me, fractions is easy. Right, now we'll find the distance. Speed is equal to distance over time. First of all, I have to make D letter as the subject. Then T letter should be removed. Multiply both sides by T letter. Then you are getting speed, you know, it's 40 upon 3. Time, 30 seconds. Time is 30 seconds. Now the distance is how much? 3 times 1, 3 times 10. 40 into 10 is 400 meters. Some people have got 399 meters. 3 people have sent me answers. Not 3, 2 people. 399. How did you get 399? I want the working. One of you send me the working. This is
I
how
got
you do.
14.3 by getting decimal answer.
From the decimal you went. Okay, then you are getting, you had a round off then. It's okay, then fine. But usually marks are given if you get 399, if you have gone with decimal. Okay, but easiest to go with fraction. Still your answer is correct. But you know, usually we don't say any, a car travel 399 meters per second. So approximately you can round off 400. Anyways, right. Now we'll do the last question from this exercise. That is question number 6. Other questions are for you. So 6 questions I'm going to discuss in the class. Now try the last question using the knowledge of average speed. I gave an equation for you. Average speed. Using that, try to do it now. Page number 48, question number 6. Question number 6. Question number 6. Yeah, this will be uploaded in YouTube and you can watch it as well. Because some people are lagging, connection issues, weather problems, everything. So watch it, like it, share it to your friends and subscribe it as well. That will motivate me to have more free seminars. Quickly do the 6th question correctly. After that, I'll go to distance time graph. Okay, look at the question. A bus travels for 15 minutes at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Right. In this 15 minutes, bus is traveling at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So how can I show that? Like this way. From a certain point up to a certain point, the bus is traveling at 40 kilometers per hour. 15 meters distance. And then it travels a further 30 minutes at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. This is 15 minutes. Then the next 30 minutes, it's traveling in a different speed. 70 kilometers per hour. They are saying to calculate the average speed. First of all, we'll take the first situation. Situation 1. What is the time taken? We'll see. We'll see what is the time taken. Speed equal distance over time. Time equal distance over speed. Okay. Distance is, oh, wait. We have to find the distance. Distance we have to find. That means speed into time. Speed is given in kilometers per hour. Time is given in minutes. Now it's given in minutes. You have to convert. Can you understand? If you want to convert this, how do you convert? 1 minute means 60 seconds. Okay. 1 minute means 60 seconds. 15 minutes means you have to convert it to rather than convert into seconds, convert into hours is easy. 40 kilometers per hour. Okay, let me take another explanation here. 40 kilometers per hour. That means 40 kilometers for 1 hour. Hour means in minutes you can write 60 minutes. Hours you can convert to minutes. Now you are getting how many kilometers per minute? 4/6. 4/6 means, what is it? 2/3 kilometers per minute. I have converted to minutes now. If not, I can't do this question, right? This is first situation. In the second situation, it is given 70 kilometers per hour, 30 minutes. That means 70 kilometers per hour for 1 hour. Now, 70 kilometer, 1 hour means 60 minutes. If I solve this one, I get 7/6 kilometers per minute. Per minute. Can you understand? Is that clear up to this point? Just tell me, is it clear? What is not clear? What is not clear? Converting. Look at the board and try to understand. Look at the board and try to understand. This is the speed now. This is the new speed. I have converted this one into this one. This is speed. So when you're finding, let me see, some questions are there. All clear, all clear. Okay, Rifana, is that clear now? I have converted kilometers per hour to kilometer per minute. Per hour means for 1 hour. 1 hour means 60 minutes. I have written in minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to find, this is the first situation. Let me number this one. Situation 1, situation 2. Now I'm going to find the distance for situation 1. Okay. So situation, what is the distance? Speed is equal to distance over time. So distance is equal to speed into time. Understand it properly. Now, what is the speed in the first situation? Not this one. You have to take the new one. 2/3. So 2/3 multiplied by the time. Time in the first situation is 15 minutes. Now, you are getting the answer in kilometers because per minute and minute get cancelled. 3 times 5 is 15. When you divide this, you get 5. 5 times 2 is 10 meters. Can you understand? 10 meters. Don't take seconds. If you take seconds, you have to convert this one also for seconds. Then you have double work. Here 10 meters is the distance. 10 kilometers, sorry, 10 kilometer. Is that clear? Same way you are finding for situation 2, the distance. Speed equal distance over time. Distance is equal to speed into time. The speed is not this one, the new one. 7/6. Time is given here 30 minutes. Don't take decimals. As I'm saying, go with fraction, easy to multiply. 7/6. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 7 times 5 is 35 kilometers. Now, this is the distance of the bus in the second situation. This is the distance in the first situation. See whether you understood up to this point. See whether you understood up to this point. And copy down the work. We have some more to do because they are saying to find the average speed. Now take the equation of average speed and try to do it in your own. Take the equation of average speed I have given you in the note and try to find the answer. Okay, wait, Shasprit, I'll check your answer. Send me your answer again. Yes, wait a second. Okay, we'll do it. Okay, we'll do it and see. Others, have you finished copying down? If you have finished copying down, please raise your hand. Okay, now we'll go to find the average speed. Average speed is
Can you
equal
give
to,
little time to write down what?
okay.
Done, teacher.
Okay. Have they asked to find a meters per second? No, ne? Right. Now I'm going to find the average speed. Look at the equation of average speed. Total distance divided by total time. Total. Okay, remember the word total distance, total time. What is the total distance? This one plus this one. Total time, this one plus this one. So I'm not going to erase that one. I'm going to erase all the others. Right. Now, average speed. Write the equation first. Total distance over total time. Total distance is 10 kilometers plus 35 kilometer. Total time is 15 minutes plus 30 minutes. Answer is 45/45. Kilometer and minute. What is the answer now? 1. 45 divided by 45 is 1. 1 kilometer per minute. You can convert this into meters per second also. If you need, if they have asked to do it, you can convert to meters per second also. How do you convert this into meters per second? 1 kilometer per minute. Listen carefully how to convert 1 kilometer per minute for 1 minute. Kilometer means in meters, 1000 meters. 1 minute means 60 seconds. Meters per second, 0, 0 cancel. 100/6 means 50/3. Divide 50 and 3. What do you get? Quickly tell me. Huh? Yes, tell me, will you? 16.6, I guess. 16.6 meters. See how easy to convert this. Just write down in the unit you want. That's all. Copy down that also for extra knowledge. Usually in exams, they're asking in structured questions and all. Did you understand the question number 6 properly? Okay, explain it again. Right, explain it again. Okay, listen carefully. A bus is traveling for 15 minutes at a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. So I have written it on the top. Then it is traveling 30 minutes, 70 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now they are asking to find the average speed. Before we find the average speed, you have to find the distance because we need the distance for average speed. So you can find the distance for this one. Speed equal distance over time. Right? Distance is equal to speed into time. Speed is 40 kilometer per hour. Time is 15 minutes. You have to convert the units. You have to convert the units. That means you have to convert kilometer per hour to kilometer per minute. Okay. Then I taught you how to convert that. 40 kilometer per hour. Per hour means 60 minutes. So you have to divide 40 over 60. You are getting 2 over 3 as a fraction. Same thing you are doing for 70 kilometer per hour and you are getting 7 over 6 as a fraction. Those two fractions are the speed in kilometers per minute. To find the distance, you are using that speed value. Okay, for this one, distance equals speed into time. So speed is that value what you got, 2 over 3 multiplied by the 15 minutes. Then you are getting the distance as 10 kilometer. Same thing you are doing for the other side. Then you are getting 35 kilometer. When you add total, you are getting the total distance. Okay. Then total time is equal to 15 minutes and 30 minutes. That is 45 minutes. That's how we took this 1 kilometer per minute. So if suppose if they ask you to convert kilometer per minute into meters per second, you can convert in this manner. 1 kilometer per 1 minute. 1 kilometer means 1000 meter. 1 minute means 60 seconds, like that. If we make it second and meters per second, will we, yeah, you will get the mark, but lots of work to do. Right. Is the question clear? Okay. Right. You can do the rest of the questions as a homework. Okay. Question number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. What's the time now? We have 15 minutes more. We can do the next topic, distance time graph. I'll discuss one question. Write down the topic, distance time graph. You are given 4 questions in your exercise. I'll discuss one question. Distance time graph. It's easy. When a graph is given, most of the time it's easy to do. Right. I'm going to take question number. Okay, before that, I had to give a small equation for you. This is the important equation in this part. Distance time graph means, listen carefully, a graph with a horizontal and a vertical line, the y-axis and x-axis. Okay. Your y-axis is representing the distance, maybe in meters or kilometers. Your x-axis is representing the time. You have to mark the axis. You have to name the axis. Remember. Okay. Then, have you heard when you're doing graph gradient and all? So, in a distance time graph, gradient is gradient of a distance time graph. If you want to find the gradient of a distance time graph, it is exactly equal to the speed of the object. It is equal to the speed of the object. Remember this one. Some students, they struggle. They try to use the equations in graph, y2 minus y1 or x2 minus x1 equation, and they try to find. No, it's not the way. Gradient of the graph is equal to speed of the object. Remember this concept. This is important when you're dealing with questions related to distance time graph. Okay, quickly draw this one and copy down. Okay, done. Right. Now we'll take a question. I'm taking exercise 22.2, question number 4, the biggest question. I think you can see. Look at the question. How do you deal with this one? Read the question first of all. A distance time graph of the motion of a man who travels from his home to the city by his motorcycle is given below. Now see the graph. Y-axis is marked as distance with kilometers unit. X-axis is marked with time with minutes. Okay, kilometer and minutes are given. Clear? Now we are asked to find the following questions. Here, look at the screen. How far is it from his home to the city? Home to the city means home is here, city is somewhere here. How far? What is the distance? Can anybody tell me? What is the distance from home to city? Look at the distance and tell me. It's easy, direct question. Talk, will you? What is the distance?
Kilometers.
Yes, why only Rifana can talk? 6 kilometers. That is a distance. Write down exercise 22.2, question number 4, Roman number 1, 6 kilometers. Understand and do it, okay? How long did it take him to reach the city? What is the time taken? Observe the graph and tell me what is the time taken to reach the city?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Very good. 30 minutes. Right. Write it down. Calculate the average speed. Write down the equation for average speed first of all. Write the equation for average speed. Total distance over total time. Write down total distance over total time. And find it. Now you know the total distance taken. You know the total time taken. And write it down, the answer. Write the answer in kilometers per hour. I want your answer in kilometers per hour, not in minutes. They have given kilometer per minute, but I want in kilometer per hour. Try to convert it and write it down. Did you find? What are I asking? Right, we'll see. What is it? You can get the answer in kilometer per minute. 6 kilometer divided by 30 minutes. What is the answer you get when you divide 6 kilometer by 30 minutes? Look at the board now. Okay, look at the board. Now, average means total distance, no? 6 kilometer. Total time, 30 minutes. Now I am dividing. When I divide both of these by 6 times table, 6 times 1 kilometer, and 30 minutes means 6 times 5. Now I want this in kilometer per hour. Is that correct? Yeah, kilometer per hour. How can I convert? Hour means now 1 hour means 60 minutes. 60 minutes means 1 hour. 5 minutes means how many hours? Sixty minutes means 1 hour. 5 minutes means 5 over 60. That means 1 over 12. 1 over 12. So if I want to convert minutes to hours, I have to take this as 1 over 12. Kilometer, and this is hour. In fractions, we are teaching you how to do this one. You have to take the method. Here, see, 1 kilometer should be divided by 1 over 12 hours. That means reciprocal. 1 kilometer into 12 over 1 hour. What is the answer? 12 kilometers per hour. See how easy. First of all, you are finding in hours. Then writing that there. Now this is a division over division. Division. Then reciprocal can be taken. 12 over 1. 1 into 12, 12 kilometer per hour. This is the speed, average speed in kilometers per hour. Did you understand everything here? Check and tell me, did you understand everything here? I want you to understand everything in the session today. I went very slowly, okay? Yeah, if you had connection problems and all, definitely you can't understand. Suppose if you were in the continuous session, I'm asking, is that okay? Can you please raise your hand if you're okay, if you're clear? Raise your hand if you're clear with this question. Okay, right. What about, now I'm going to read the names who are not clear then. Okay, Aisha, Ashfa, are you clear with this? Or you have any problem? Samiha, are you clear with this?
Yes, madam.
Okay, please raise your hand if you are clear. Okay, now fine. Right, look at the exercise 22.2. I'll give a small explanation to you on that so that it will be supportive for you to do. Look at the exercise 22.2. Okay, I'll explain you. Listen. It says in the first one, the following table provides information on the distance traveled by a car moving at a uniform speed along a highway and the time taken for the journey. What should you do? Draw a distance time graph. Okay, first of all, you have to draw a distance time graph. So drawing a distance time graph is not hard. You know what is the axis taken for distance, what is the axis taken for time. Then you can take the correct scale and mark them. Okay. Find the gradient of the graph. I gave you an equation. Gradient of the graph is equal to the speed. So if you have to find the speed, right? So to find the speed, you have to take a relevant distance and divide it by that relevant time. Then you are getting the gradient. Can you understand? Then they are saying calculate the speed. Same thing you have to do for Roman number 3 as the Roman number 2 because gradient is equal to the speed. Is the first question clear? If you have problem, ask me. Unmute and ask me if you have any problem. Safia, do you have any problem? You have raised your hand. Do you have any problem? Any question? No.
No,
Right.
teacher.
Okay. Second question say change in distance with time of an object in motion is given in the following table. Draw a distance time graph just like the first one. Find the gradient just like the first one. Calculate the speed same as the first question. Only thing is values are different. Okay. Third question only I am focusing highly. That is you have to understand the question very well. A coach moving with uniform speed from the commencement of its journey, that means starting of the journey, travels a distance of 60 kilometers in 2 hours. You have to take your distance time graph, mark the distance and mark the times. Okay. Then in your graph, you have to take 60 kilometer. That 60 kilometers traveled for 2 hours. You have to do this very carefully. I'm not going to do it now. I'll be doing that when I'm discussing the next day's session, volume and time. So try to attend the session, then only you can understand the whole lesson. Okay. It then travels another 40 kilometers in 2 hours. You have to show this in your graph. Okay. Also with uniform speed. That means uniform speed, straight line. Represent this in a distance time graph. You have to do it in your own, do it correctly. I'll be discussing this question when I'm starting the next day's session to discuss volume and time. So for that one, I will need around only 1 hour of a time. So can you all join next Friday, same time, 7:30 to 8:30? Because I seem like everybody's free. So everybody can, right? With the same link, join to the next day's rate session to cover the balance 1 hour. Okay. Right. Do this question also. I'll be discussing it. Right. Do you have any doubts from the today's session? I went very slowly. I don't think any doubts are there, but still, as children, you are having doubts. Please ask me. If you have doubts, send in the chat box. Is the session clear then? Yeah. Thank you, Sabia. Just do a reminder at the next session for me as well. I'll also keep on updating you. If you all are there in the official group, anyway, you all are getting the link there. All clear, right? Then God bless you. Have a nice day. Study well, okay? And yeah, listen to the recording again. I'll be uploading this in the YouTube, the first part of rates. Then good night, children. Okay, God bless you.